So in today's video, we're gonna be playing a round of golf together. Every single hole is going to be one super valuable piece of business advice, whether it's strategic, tactical, or mindset. I'm a 7-figure business owner. I've been doing this for 4 years as an entrepreneur. I've been in my field for 12 years. So come along, play this round of golf with me and actually learn something to scale your business. So this is hole number 1. We're at Clearwater Country Club, and probably the most valuable piece of advice and thing that you have to learn the hard way is really just understanding that you got to build a business that you genuinely love. A lot of people are out here building businesses because they saw YouTube. Someone like myself was like, here's the best way to start a business in 2024, right? And then after you get into it, you realize that this is something that you really don't like. So when you go through the rough months and revenue's down and people are saying no and customers are churning and you're like, dude, I don't even like this. So you quit. I would say if you're in business right now and you feel that way, really just evaluate what you genuinely like. Like, what's something that you can talk about for hours without getting tired of it? Whatever that is, try to build a skill set. So for me, right, I've been in this for 12 years. I can talk about it all day long and I'm genuinely good at it. So I'm not really worried about high and low months because I know I'm doing something that's in alignment with who I am and what I do. Now watch this drive. Oh yeah, I will take that. Right in the fairway. No practice. Didn't even need the breakfast ball. All right guys, first shot of the day, dead center in the fairway. Got about 72 yards to the flag. Unfortunately, today is cart path only, which is never fun. It's been raining like crazy here in Florida. But back to the topic, building a business that you actually love. I think one of the most important things is thinking and forecasting in the future, right? Like, if I actually build and scale this business to what I want it to do, is that even something that I want to do? Like, a good example for me is we did lead generation agency, which is like, you know, the standard first business nowadays. So built a lead generation agency, we're charging like $3K a month in a retainer. And if we were to get to $1 million a month, like, that's 333 clients. So I asked myself, like, A, can you get 333 clients? B, do you even want 333 clients? Add 333 clients. Would you even like enjoy that life? Like, would you want to burn the business to the ground? So understand with your current model, your pricing, your fulfillment, like, do you even want to scale this thing to $1 million a month? Oh, go. Get up. Sit down. Let's go. A little bit better than last time you saw me, Jacoby. All right, y'all. Got a birdie putt on the first. Not the shortest of birdie putts, but it is still a birdie putt. Now, with building that business that you love, you need to understand that you're doing this thing permanently, right? Like, what I'm doing is permanent. I want to be known as someone in the sales space who's trusted, vetted, builds the best sales teams on the planet in the niche that we work in. We train the best salespeople. So total commitment to what we're doing. And also the last piece to the business piece of advice, like, build a business that you love. Like, I'm currently working right now and I'm playing a game that I love, enjoying myself, and this is currently work. I hit that a little hard. I thought that was going in for a second. 3-putt in the first hole, Dylan. Ooh, that's a great start. All right, y'all. Tragic 3-putt bogey on the first hole after having 2 good shots to get on the green, but is what it is. Hole number 2, business advice. Business is simple, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. So business from a high level is very simple, right? You need to generate leads. You need to convert those leads into customers. And then once those people are customers, you have to be able to deliver your product or your service to retain them as customers. And if you do that with a better margin that it costs to acquire that customer, you have a profitable business, right? Like, at a high level, that is a simple concept, right? But it's, how do we generate leads? How do we convert leads? How do we actually fulfill on our product or service? How do we become world class? Those are all the hard things, right? But understanding that business is genuinely simple from a structural perspective gives you a little bit of peace and solace that all you got to do is just focus on those pillars, get better at those pillars every day, every week, every month, and over time, you're going to be creating a profitable business. Get up. Is that on the green? I don't know, but let's go see. All right, y'all, so I don't know if that was short. Yeah, I'm short. Into the breeze, just short of the green. When you're doing new things in your business and you have shiny object syndrome and you're like, hey, should I do this? Hey, should I do this? This sounds really cool. I see this other business owner seeing great success with this model. Like, is it part of what you actually need, right? Does it help you generate leads? Is it gonna help you convert leads? Is it gonna help you become a better business owner? Like, if it's not doing those things, it's probably a distraction and a waste of your time. And or you should probably just invest in your own skill set and become better. Oh, sit down. Sit down. All right. I'll take that for par. Now, we're not doing any gimmies today, even though I think that's a gimme. Just in, don't even off your glove, Dylan. There we go. All right, 1 over through 2. We'll take that. And now you know that you got to build a business that you love, and business is essentially simple at its core and its context. Don't overcomplicate it, and just focus on the things that you actually know drive revenue in your business. All right, y'all. Hole number 3, actually hole number 12, because we're playing the back 9 first today at this course. But we are 1 over through 2, bogey and a par. Good start. Now, number 3 piece of valuable business advice is to delegate, and to delegate efficiently, right? Hiring is gonna be your absolute superpower when it comes to being a business owner, because you can't do everything as much as you think that you can. And in the beginning, it's valuable to do everything, to learn the skill set. But once you learn something and understand how it works, what does success actually look like in that role, understand what are the things that you could do that you're good at, but if you were to do them, it would actually take away from your ability to do something that's higher leverage inside of your business. So like, for sure, I could edit this video, but that's not a good valuable use of my time as the most expensive person inside of the company. If you look at my hourly rate, I'm the most expensive employee. Why is the most expensive employee editing YouTube videos when I can just pay less than my hourly rate to get that thing done? Oh, huh, that's a little bit right. We'll see if we get lucky with those trees there, but that was not my best strike. All right, guys, so got lucky here. Must have hit this tree and dropped down here, but delegating effectively. Now, the funny thing is I never even thought of this until I read the book Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell. If you haven't read it, read it. It's probably gonna be way better than what I'm talking about right now, but essentially there's somebody out there who loves to do the thing that you can't stand to do. Like, there's somebody who absolutely loves doing the repetitive tasks or operations or whatever it is that you find absolutely mind-numbing. So find that person and then pay that person to be able to do the thing that you hate doing. Like, if you have to write cold email scripts when you're a sales guy, just hire a copywriter. If you don't like hiring people, hire a recruiter, pay an agency. You know, like, just stop doing shit that you don't like to do. And you can get talent like $3, $4 an hour. All right, let's hope I hit this over this tree, huh? Oh, be good. Ah, short. I had to take a lower club, get over that tree, but we're over that tree. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Got about 25 yards for the birdie. Back to my point of just delegating efficiently, like think about what you do every day as a business owner. Make a list of the things that you love to do and the things that you hate to do. And then as soon as physically possible, just eliminate the things on the hate to do side of the list and hire people to do those things. And if it's gonna take more money to give you back time, like, stop looking at it in regards of money spent and think about it in terms of like sanity gained. Yeah, I didn't pay attention on that one. All right, guys. Well, this was not the 3rd shot that I wanted to have, or it's the 4th shot we wanted to have. This is for par. If you don't delegate well, you're not focused, you hire the wrong person, you chip it into the sand just like this, and you ended up having to do it yourself. And the time that it takes to rehire and retrain an individual is like even more money wasted. Let's see if I can get out of this bunker here. Oh, go in the hole. Go in the hole. See that? Here's what it is. Game of inches. But I am not angry at that at tall. So that's a bogey here. Let's see if I can make it with a cover on. There we go. Bogey. So we are 2 over through 3. Not terrible, not terrible. I'm about a 12 handicap, so it's pretty much on par with what we're doing here. I hope you guys have been finding this valuable. It's actually interesting to me, focusing not on actual golf and focusing on talking about business and sales has actually, besides that chip into the bunker, been kind of freeing. I haven't been really thinking about the shot or overthinking it, and it's probably a business lesson in there. We'll see you on the next hole. All right, guys, hole number 4. Guys in front of us are slow. Don't be those guys. Don't be those guys anywhere, especially not in business. Don't be one of those people. But anyway, advice number 4, piggybacking off of delegation. So not only have you now built a business that you loved, not only are you focused on the basics, you're now delegating things that you don't want, but the person's only going to be able to be successful in the business that you love doing the things that you don't love is if you actually nail your onboarding process. I can't stress this part enough, guys, is the person that you hire will rise to the level of the systems and the processes that you provide that person. Yes, if you hire higher level talent that has experience, sure, they'll be able to get away with a lot, but also you can't get mad at the person if you didn't train them properly. And the only way that I know how to train them properly is to have a dialed in onboarding process. Step by step, every single process, every single piece of information, every single standard operating procedure, video trainings, live call trainings, if it's sales related, right? If you're hiring a salesperson, I hear so many business owners, because we build sales teams and place salespeople. Oh, like, I just need a really good salesperson, because they don't want to do the work that's required to build a sales team and process. Like if I was going to your CRM, where can I find the leads that didn't close last month? Like, do you have that information ready? Is there a way for me to extract that information and do something with that information? If I hear this objection, what am I supposed to say? Like, what is our value proposition? Do you have case studies, right? Like, arm them with everything. Then you know if they're actually the problem or if you're the problem. Because if you don't give them good onboarding and they're not 100% good, you don't know what to fix, which you don't fix either of them, or you try to fix both when you don't need to fix both. I've had situations in my business where I've hired a salesperson who was a really good salesperson. I took responsibility. I didn't give them everything that they needed to be successful, so they weren't successful, and then I fired them, and then the next person I hired was also a really good salesperson, and I didn't have the shit together, and then I was like, oh, these are 2 good salespeople, it's gotta be me, right? It's like the woman who's like, all men suck. No, you just aren't attracting a high value man, right? So please, when you're hiring people, especially salespeople, make sure you got your stuff dialed in and that a bad salesperson could come in and be successful, right? If your sales process requires Jordan Belfort, then it's not a good sales process. Like, you got to be able to make sure that your sales process is going to be good even for medium talented people. So if that is there, then you can ultimately scale, because trying to find unicorns over and over and over again is just not going to be feasible. So be realistic and just create good onboarding and systems and processes. I think I'm just going to hit the damn ball. Oh, hold on. All right, that's good. Right side, car path. Whew. All right, guys, when you're onboarding people and you're creating assets to train them, I'm just gonna give you 2 pieces of advice before I hit this punch shot underneath this tree that's just so perfectly positioned in front of my next golf shot. Number 1 is tango.us. It helps you create SOPs. It's totally free. It's a Chrome extension. Will actually absolutely change your business. And then number 2 is to create a 1-pager in your business. So a 1-pager, think of it like a cheat sheet. It's a Google Doc with a bunch of hyperlinks. That's everything that that person needs to know. There's just so much noise today. So for a salesperson or a appointment setter, right? You have your call script, you have your booking links, you have, lists of your testimonials, your best practices, everything that they need. Because the last thing you want is for somebody to be on the phone with somebody. You're like, oh yeah, do you have this? And the person's like trying to keep the conversation going, and they're actually just, looking for something in Google Drive, and it just doesn't work. They lose focus, they don't book the call. Just give them everything that you need them to know. Oh, I hit that so good. Hit a tree branch. All right, guys, I wish I could delegate someone to take this damn golf shot for me. Another tree in the way. And I totally did not hit that good. All right. Yes, at least I'm not covered by a tree. All right, guys, it was on the cart path. So since we're playing legitimately today, we're not giving ourselves anything. I wish I could delegate this shot too, guys. So now that you gave the person the SOPs, now that you gave the person everything that they need, right? Now you actually have to make sure and ensure that they're actually being able to do the thing, right? Because what is the point if they're not able to do the thing? Oh, come on. Almost 2 chip-ins in a row. Oh. All right, guys. Well, that would have been a crazy birdie. Just as the last one would have been a crazy ass par. This one's not a gimme though, so whatever. But anyway, like I was saying, making sure that you're actually making sure that they're getting it. Like the first hire is super important. Like you gotta have a meeting in the beginning of the day and the end of the day. Beginning of the day is making sure they have everything that they need to be successful in their role. The end of the day is to make sure that there's nothing additional that they didn't think about that you could provide them with. So super important part of onboarding is a beginning of the day and an end of the day check-in. You do that every day for the first 2 weeks. I suck. That is a bogey, dude. So as we're sitting here waiting, we're not really doing the whole advice, but something I was just thinking about is actually Jacoby, who's filming this right now, thought about it is like, don't care about the individual outcome. And it's a good analogy into golf, right? I could have had a par, I could have had another par, you know, duffed the chip and it was stuck in the trees. Who cares? I'm out here golfing. It's beautiful out. I get to golf. Like, I'm not gonna get pissed off that I missed a putt. Like, if that's the worst thing that I do today, then I'm having a pretty good day. Same thing applies with business. Is like, maybe the meeting didn't show up, or the client didn't close yet, or client asked for a refund. Like, those things don't actually matter. Just the time in the game, playing the game is what the fun part is and what you need to find solace and joy from. Because if you're too attached to the revenue, if you're too attached to the accolades, then you actually miss out on the journey, which is the destination itself. So enjoy the journey of business, enjoy what you're doing. And if you don't, then ask yourself, am I too focused on things outside of my control? Because if you are, it's fleeting and you're gonna get let down. Hole number 5 here, not where I thought we were gonna be, missed a couple of putts, but anywho, you need to focus just as much on front end getting a client than you are in keeping that client. I can't tell you how many businesses I know spend all this time and money to get the client and then they just drop off on getting them results. They lose the client. It's way harder to find a client than it is to keep a client, guys. So once you start getting clients, then you start focusing on keeping the clients. And then the more clients you keep, the more revenue you have at the beginning of your month, the more referrals you can get, which actually grows your business organically. So focus so much on your product that your clients don't leave and they bring you more clients. I literally had a referral today. Just send me a voice note saying, hey, I want to work together. It's so easy. Just as easy as golf. Psych. All right, that's gonna be good. I will take that shot. So my driver did not go this far. And there's people behind us now, so I gotta get crack-a-lackin'. But a big thing is just ask yourself, if you were your own client, would you be happy to continue to work with yourself? This is in the mud, and we're gonna try to hit a 3-wood here. Oh, short. Oof. That was disgusting. All right, well, I'll take a 3-wood out of the mud to about 15 feet off the front edge. So definitely not 10 to 15 yards off, about 40 yards off the front. So caught that one a little fat in the mud, but hey, up and down here for a birdie. But back to retaining your customers, guys, is one thing to be focused on is time to first return on investment, TOROI, just made it up. So what is the time delay from which they give you money to the time in which they get a return, and a return in their eyes, right? Not that you specify, but they actually specify. So when you first get started with somebody, when you're onboarding them, like, what is your biggest thing that you want to accomplish in the first 15 days of us working together? Get that to them in 7 days. Just like I drew it up. Come on, come on. Go, go. All right. Got to look here for birdie, a little bit up the hill. Not sure where it rakes. It's kind of hard to read these greens. I don't think they cut them today. So worst case scenario, just hit it at the cup. But don't do it like the first hole where I hit it way too hard. But yeah, guys, go back and talk to your clients. It's the best way to understand if they actually like what you do. Give them a survey, give them a $50 gift card, get actual feedback from your clients, and then do the things that they want you to do. That's a birdie, baby. Let's go. What a great putt. We got one back. One for the good guys. While Karen and John are out nipping at our heels. Let's go, Jacoby. All right, guys, hole number 6 already. We're breezing through this. We're just waiting for this guy. But we just got a nice little birdie there. 2 under through 5. It's a good start. Now, on this video, we're gonna be talking about leveraging automation. So the biggest things about automation is that it's going to allow you to do more with less, which is kind of the whole narrative of what I've been talking about today, right? Is building a business that you love, right? Don't do the things that you don't like. Hiring the people to do the things that you don't like, making sure that you're good at hiring them, and then keeping clients. That's going to keep your revenue high, and you're not going to be stressed out, always looking for the next client. You're just going to have happy clients, which is actually going to self-serve your business. So automation is how do we do all of those things? Computers. ChatGPT. If you're not using Zapier in your business, get off this video and go on YouTube and search Zapier automations in my business, because Zapier is an absolute cheat code. So the biggest things that we automate inside of our business is on the sales side of things is whenever someone fills out a form, watches one of our ads, or if you're watching this video and you click one of the links below this video, you're gonna fill out a form. I'm gonna get your information. That's gonna be zapped into a Slack channel. I'm gonna have an appointment setter see that and reach out to you. It's gonna call you, text you, email you, have a conversation with you. And then if it's a good fit, they're gonna book you on a meeting. That's gonna be automated. You're gonna get automated appointment reminders, which are gonna help you show up to the call. You're either gonna speak with me or someone else on my team, which is also automated on how we notify that and get on the calendar. Now watch this drive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I might have to talk every time I play golf. Just dead center of the fairway. But yeah, so if you guys fill out a form, you get automated in our CRM, you get automated updates, Slack invites, people are reaching out to you. We're help you in your business, either get you a salesperson, train you on sales, or help build out your automations. This is what we do as a service, is we build out automations on the sales and marketing side of things to make your business more efficient. Now let's make another birdie. Middle of the fairway, we got 140 yards to the pin. It's a back pin today. Another big thing that we automate inside of our business, and I highly recommend you guys automating, is your onboarding process. So as soon as someone signs your contract, or even before that, in our CRM, if I want a conversation with somebody and they're like, hey, send over the contract, I'm ready to get started, I just click a button in our CRM that speaks to PandaDoc, which is our contract software, that creates a document with everything that's there, legal, pricing, everything. It sends it to the client. Once they sign it and pay it, there's an automation that creates a Slack channel, gets you set up in our Trello, it adds you to all of our course material, and it gives you an email with an onboarding, call, invite. It gives you literally everything. And it's done instantaneous. Because there's nothing worse than giving somebody money and then realizing and waiting for the actual thing that you just paid, because you have that sick feeling in your stomach of like, oh God, is this a scam? Did I just pay something I shouldn't have? Are they trying to steal my money? So that's what I'm talking about with the first result stuff, guys. Like, make them feel warm and fuzzy when they give you money. Now let's feel warm and fuzzy after this golf shot. Oh, frick. That is the opposite of warm and fuzzy, guys. Don't go in the bunker. Damn. All right, well, that was not the best shot of my life today. All right, guys, not the sexiest of shots. Wish I could automate me getting in the hole. Oh, oh no. Oh, no. Oh, down. Hit that way too hard. Got to look at par here. But back to the focus of automation. What are those things that you don't need to hire someone for? What are those things that could be automated? It's onboarding clients. Hire somebody to onboard a client if they're offline, get onboarded. What we do have is a VA, right? So if somebody gets onboarded, we have them double check it when they're in the office and make sure everything was done and created. We also automate internal team notifications. So like in our account managers, right? We close a new client, they're automated to welcome the person in from an actual being, because automation only takes our people paid you to work with you. So don't just automate everything, but you want to get in touch with them as soon as possible. Make them feel warm and fuzzy and feel good about their purchase. Hit it, Dylan. Oh, it's a bogey. Just erase the birdie. All right, guys. Well, that was 6 holes. I hope that those 6 pieces of advice, tactical business pieces, are valuable to you. You're able to implement those, and I really hope that you wrote some really good notes and you're gonna go look at your business and implement that, because just understanding a principle is only half the battle. You actually have to implement it in your business. If you found this valuable, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that comment button, and I'll see you in part 2.